Growing up, I always knew it was fall when my mom and I would head into the kitchen and we would bake pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. But this fall, I figured it is time to reimagine that, so let's do some fall baking with beans. Enter these pumpkin chocolate chip oat bars with beans. They make an awesome breakfast, a good snack, a nice treat. So it's a really simple recipe. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to take white beans or any other mild, neutral, creamy bean. I'm using Great Northerns here. So we're going to take cooked ones, going to drain and rinse them, and then puree them with some other wet ingredients. Of course, we're using canned pumpkin because would it even be fall baking without using at least a few cans of canned pumpkin? Then add your milk. I'm using dairy milk here, but you can use whatever milk you prefer, plus some maple syrup, some vanilla extract, and a few eggs. And fun story about those eggs. If you're wondering why I'm cracking them into a separate bowl first, yeah, I didn't used to do this. But then one time when I was baking a big double batch of cookies in my KitchenAid, I thought, I don't need to crack them in a separate bowl. And so I just tried to crack it into the KitchenAid and the entire egg, shell and all, got blended into my cookie batter. So after that trauma, pretty much I crack them in a separate bowl first. Now blend all those ingredients up until they are a nice, silky, smooth texture. You can scrape down the sides of your food processor or blender as needed. Onto the dry ingredients. So old-fashioned oats, baking powder, salt, pumpkin pie spice, and cinnamon all get added to a nice big mixing bowl and then stir those up. As you're stirring them, make sure to enjoy the lovely aroma of fall baking spices. Go ahead and add your bean and pumpkin mixture to your dry ingredients and stir that up to make sure everything's nice and evenly moistened. Here's the thing, these bars are not very sweet. There's only a little bit of maple syrup in there, so don't skimp on the chocolate. I realized I only had about half a cup of chocolate chips, and I think you really want a heaping cup of your favorite chocolate for this. So I pulled out a chocolate bar I like, chopped that up, and added that in too. The other mix-in I'm using is walnuts, but you're more than welcome to use pecans if you prefer. Mix all that goodness up and add it to a greased baking dish. And you're going to pop that into an oven that has been preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Baking times can vary, but expect around 45 minutes, maybe up to an hour. You're looking for golden brown edges and a middle that is nice and firmly set. Give these a little bit of time to cool and then cut into bars. They'll hold their shape a lot better if they've been allowed to cool down a bit. I love these bars because they taste like fall, they have beans and chocolate. I mean, what's not to love? But in case that's not enough for you, check out these nutrition facts. Like you've probably heard me say before, beans are packed with dietary fiber and protein and other nutritional goodness too.